Discover Akwa Ibom. Discover Akwa Ibom. Discover Akwa. Hey. Welcome to Akwa Ibom, the best place to be. Welcome to Akwa Ibom, the promised land. I discover Akwa Ibom, a peaceful people. So you are welcome to Akwa Ibom. Come on.
I want to go home. I'm from Akwa Ibom. In case you don't know, Akwa Ibom,
welcome to the new Akwa Ibom State. Today, through God's divine mandate, Akwa Ibom is blessed with Governor UDOM EMMANUEL, who is committed to the industrialization of Akwa Ibom State, passionate in human capacity development and empowerment, creative in the area of agriculture, reliable in superior infrastructure, and focused on the Akwa Ibom project. Be part of the winning team. Come, let's build Akwa Ibom together.
The progress of this state lies in the unity and love we show.
It has been a harvest of projects in Akwa Ibom State this last 1 month, as the state governor, Mr. UDOM EMMANUEL, traversed the length and breadth of the state to inaugurate scores of projects as part of programs lined up to mark the 3rd anniversary of his administration. The projects range from industries to roads and other life-touching projects. Everywhere he went, he was roundly received and applauded for his good works. That Governor EMMANUEL has been this successful these past 3 years is not unconnected with his superior performance in all sectors that he has touched. This success story has been made possible with his unwavering partnership with God, who grants him the wisdom to pilot affairs of this God-owned state. In appreciation to God, who has given him direction in his governance of the state, Mr. EMMANUEL has embarked on the building of a 10,000-seater centralized interdenominational worship center in Uyo. Since his assumption of office, monthly prayer meetings have become a regular feature at the seat of government, the Government House. Within just 3 years in office, Governor UDOM EMMANUEL has left no one in doubt that he means well for the state. With a blueprint that sets a perfect template for his policies and programs, Governor EMMANUEL has silenced even his worst critics with policies and programs that have earned him wider acclaim from indigents and non-indigents alike.
We can all see that in the educational sector, he has done well. Industrialization, he has also done well. Road making, he has also done well. What about the health sector? He has also done well. I'm not even talking about the lights. He has done so well. Now we have lights, for example, the metric meter issues is being shared to different houses free of charge. And there is nothing like collecting money for the meter. So we now have constant and steady light in our areas. What about the health sector? Go to Etinan, go to Tungbang. This one is see with your eyes. What I have to say is God has blessed him to be a talk-and-do governor. And I believe come his second term, he's going to do more. This is just a tip on the iceberg for the world to know he was chosen, not called, to come and save the children of Akwa Ibom State and lead us into the right path.
We know UDOM have been doing a lot of things within the state, and it will not discriminate. He do everything, whether indigenous and non-indigenous. Living here, he take everybody around. That's why we support him to go this second tenure. In education, free education involve everybody. Good road involve everybody. And peace is the most important thing. There is a peace in the state.
The governor has performed so well. The wife has carried the women along. Even to mark this anniversary, she empowered the women in the state. With the women of the UDOM local government area, we say carry go.
Very happy, we are satisfied with all that he has done. And we wish he will continue beyond 2019 because we know what we can do. If you come to Akwa Ibom now, Akwa Ibom is a changed place because of our dear governor. God brought him at the right time to come and rescue us.
So we are so happy. Our mother has made us to look. You see the way we look now. If I come out now, you can ask me for marriage, not knowing that I'm a widow. But some years ago, I was nothing to write home about. But because of our mother and the husband, with the help, she has changed us. At least we are enjoying the mandate of the day. That's why we've come out to support our father so that they will continue to carry us along as widows.
Some of the things that he did when he assumed office was to ensure that our youths are properly positioned. A lot of skill acquisition program has been embarked upon by the government. He has also partnered with the Oracle for the purpose of training our youth, because he believes that our youth should be in a position to earn a living instead of begging for a living.
I want to thank the people of Akwa who said that no matter the preaching, no matter the harassment, they will focus. They stayed steadfast. And that is why Akwa Ibom is being developed today. That is why we have a governor that is the best and the modern governor in Nigeria. That is why we have a financial re-engineering as a leader of the state. And that is why, as a party, we've agreed that we cannot joke with this superlative governor.
A blow-by-blow analysis of his performance, sector by sector, would suffice, even as we acknowledge the uphill task involved in attempting a sector-by-sector scrutiny of his years in office. But we shall, however, attempt the showcase of his efforts so far.
Discover Akwa Ibom. Discover Akwa Ibom. Discover Akwa. Hey. Welcome to Akwa Ibom, the best place to be. Welcome to Akwa Ibom, the promised land. I discover Akwa Ibom, a peaceful people. So you are welcome to Akwa Ibom. Come on, I'm coming. I say a beautiful place. Oh, what a peaceful place.
Aware that his quest to industrialize the state can only be realized with steady power supply, the governor has established a 2x15 MVA injection substation along Ededakman Avenue, Uyo, 2x60 kVA transmission power substation at Ekem, Nkparenin, and a substation at the Ibom International Airport, which had hitherto been run on 24 hours of generating plant.
The story of Akwa Ibom Power doesn't start from here. 2x150 MVA capacity in Nicolepene, a 2x60 MVA 13233 kV. Eket is moving from 60 and 45 to 2x60 and 1x45. Ekperakwa is having a 2x30, and the governor is putting on that transmission station again in Ekim. So when all this is completed, there will be power for all in Akwa Ibom. The journey is almost at an end. The journey was started a while ago, but it's almost at an end. And we are proud to associate with Akwa Ibom because we are going to use Akwa Ibom to prove that 24/7 power is a reality and that easy thing.
Akwa Ibom is the only state that enjoys power to this level. Not even the federal capital is Lagos. Because Akwa Ibom, as we speak, Ibom Power right now is on 97 megawatts right now. Akwa Ibom has the biggest substation in the whole of eastern Nigeria. That is Akwa Ibom. It has 12 sectors.
The Oil and Gas Free Zone Authority at EMMANUEL for Oil and Gas Free Trade Zone. And that's what we are working on. And once we do that, you see an industrial park springing up overnight in Ikorobasi with electricity that we run in 24/7. While the Gypsy Port will give birth to a bigger and a mega industrial park in Mbo throughout that shoreline. And very soon, that should be able to transform our state completely and totally to an industrialized state. These are the things you fix, and people will start coming.
When you look at industrialization, what drives industrialization? So he knows that the major problem in Nigeria is power. And so he sleeps and wakes up, what am I to do to be able to attract investors? Because most of the investors in Nigeria, when they come in, you know, part of what is stopping them from commencing or starting, you know, most of the project is power. This again has a multiplier effect. You know, the flour industry, they're on stream because they've gotten assurance, you know. So this is how His Excellency is attracting investors. You give it another 3 to 4 years, Akwa Ibom State is going to become an industrial hub of which it was designed to be.
The administration is vigorously pursuing the completion of the second taxiway at the Ibom International Airport, while efforts were on to secure 4 managers for the maintenance, repair and overhaul facility at the airport. As part of efforts to lure oil giants Mobil Producing Nigeria to relocate to the state, the UDOM administration is building a 21-story structure as offices for multinationals desirous of pitching tent in the state. This is an ambitious project that would not only boost the revenue profile of the state, but also add to its ever-growing aesthetics.
Provide you with a 21-story intelligent building so that you can take over as the overall headquarters. If you're here by September, I will show you at worst a carcass of a 21-story building that will serve a proper intelligent building as headquarters for.
A similar gesture was demonstrated within the governor's first 100 days in office when he renovated a 30-year-old structure which now serves as State Secretariat Annex. The state is accordingly serving millions of naira hitherto paid out as rent for private buildings used as offices. Governor UDOM EMMANUEL's Road Revolution initiative has attracted rave reviews. Apart from ensuring that high standard is maintained in execution, the administration is the first to engage indigenous contractors in roads construction. They have delivered accordingly without fail, while the capital flight that occasioned the award of such jobs to foreigners has been eliminated. More than 1,701 kilometers of roads have been constructed during the time under review, with many of them dualized in anticipation of the traffic explosion as the state speedily takes on a cosmopolitan toga. The philosophy behind massive roads construction is to open up the state and make for ease in movement of persons and goods.
Takada spirit of working for money the old-fashioned way. So when the Excellency gave us this opportunity, it was a challenge that we had to show that indigenous contractors can do as well, if not better than foreign contractors.
We want to very sincerely thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve in this capacity in constructing the information drive.
A lot of local contractors, virtually all of them are delivering. There is no abandoned project in this administration. Right from the word go 2015 May, we had a lot of flag off. We had Akwa Road and other road projects
handled by Hensec, handled by Benes, handled by Verini, and all those projects that were flagged off in May 2015 all have been completed, and there is no single abandonment. I want to immensely thank our governor for giving us the opportunity and the confidence to construct this road, and we have not failed. We've delivered this road, and it has also, apart from the road adding to our infrastructural level, it has also improved the local economy, right from granites to stone base to reinforcement to cement. We give out these supplies to our locals, and they supply, and you see the money goes back to the society.
On environment, Governor Emmanuel has arrested the perennial flooding in parts of the state capital, starting from the Nsikak-Edward Avenue through to the Tropicana underground outfall drains. To maintain cleanliness and decongest the capital city, government is building an ultra-modern market at Itam in place of the popular Etaritam market.
This one huge market that will give us up to, we're actually looking at 16,000 market shops of international standard with a whole lot of conveniences, water, electricity 24 hours, whatever you can think of that will be available in a modern market. You can see it's opposite an abattoir that is also very modern. This, we want to actually create a very decent environment where people can actually do commerce.
In the area of sport, the state has become a household name, serving as home for the nation's senior national football team, the Super Eagles, which played all their home games at the Gaswil Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo. In barely 3 years of the administration, the state team, Akwa United, won the Federation's Cup twice, the first time since creation of the state. The administration is also sponsoring 2 teams in the Nigeria National League and Female Football League. 2 years in a trot, the government has organized Youth Sports Festival for discovery of budding sports talents. These has paid off handsomely as the state placed second in the national equivalent of the games held in Kwara State and emerged tops at the Wike National Judo Meet in Port Harcourt. All these have not gone unnoticed. The governor was recently honored as the most sports supporting governor of the year at the recently concluded National Pitch Awards in Port Harcourt. This is in addition to other sports awards the governor had earlier picked as a sports-friendly governor. It is on record that these achievements would not have been possible in an atmosphere of chaos. To ensure peace in the state, government has engendered a robust relationship with the military, whose presence can be seen in the establishment of the Army Secondary School in Efa, Naval College in Orowanam, in addition to the existing Air Force Comprehensive School.
With this now and the Army School in Efa, I think we've completed the cycle. But let me also say here, the police force have commandant school here. It's recorded as one of the best in Africa. Air Force also have command secondary school here. Nigerian Army is just setting up. I think they've started getting students in. With what I'm seeing today, those boys of 6 weeks, even when I inspected the Guard of Honor, mounted by those boys of 6 weeks training, we have a future in this country. So I'm sure we are in for another best in Africa of Akwa Ibom resident, Akwa Ibom hosting command, secondary and technical school. I can see the best.
Similarly, there is an equally very robust relationship amongst the arms of government, while the government labor relations is top-notch, with prompt payment of salaries to workers and the prompt payment of benefits to retirees. It is on record that the governor, upon assumption of office, ordered for the payment of 10 years backlog of retirees' benefit to the retirees.
he has done very well. He has paid pensions. Today, if the sitting worker receives salary today, tomorrow, the pensioner will. And in the civil service, we move to the extent that if you should discontinue a retirement at 12 midnight today, your name becomes active in the pensions payroll.
Go to educational sector. He has done nobly. He has done so well for the free and compulsory education. He's given his input that nobody can even talk against him. Go to the road network, even to the feeder roads, even to the rural areas that there were no roads for the farmers to bring their product. He's been able to give open the feeder roads. He's been able to do so well that we are so proud of this man.
Very happy for God has used our dear governor to do in Akwa Ibom State. He has done a lot, irrespective of if there is money or not. He has done it. He has touched the lives of the women, talk of industries, and all other things he has done. Not to mention the roads. The one that interested me most is how he managed the economy of this state during the time there was no money in the country. And we still enjoy ourselves in Akwa Ibom State. We don't feel whether there's money or not.
I'm actually very satisfied with what the governor is doing in the state, the empowerment for youth, the things he's doing to encourage youth to come out, work, the industrialization and all that. I'm impressed with what's happening in Akwa Ibom State. And I can say that I've traveled around and I've not seen things like this in other states.
If you look around Akwa Ibom State, you will see that gradually and slowly, Uyo itself is being transformed into a mega city as it should be, with roads, with electricity and other infrastructural provisions being made. And we believe that by the time he will be leaving in 2023, he will leave a better Akwa Ibom, better than what his predecessor had done. And I believe that that way we will continue to have leaders with focus build on Akwa Ibom State so that they can take us to that place of promise that we've always yearned for.
We have all accepted that it should continue, and we're going to pray for him, and he has 97.5% of the people, and development is a matter of the people, and the people are solidly behind him. But at the end of his second tenure, he must also identify somebody that will continue from where he will stop. So if this continuity is made, a synergy is made, is built along the line, by the fifth phase, we must have been the Dubai or the New York of Nigeria. A man of integrity or an honest governor and leader who is not only accountable but transparent, and who is also God-fearing. That's the sort of leader we require.
The administration has a human face. Thousands of people of the state are beneficiaries of government empowerment schemes. Among the beneficiaries are tricycle riders, commercial drivers, traders and farmers. Governor UDOM EMMANUEL's Human Empowerment Initiative has continued to receive plaudits. For instance, thousands of traders have been empowered with interest-free loans to do businesses. For the vulnerable, like widows, orphans, physically challenged persons, and persons living under certain undesirable medical conditions, through FEREP, the pet project of the wife of the governor, Mrs. Martha UDOM EMMANUEL, is touching their lives in a special way. It is not the availability of resources, but the judicious deployment and the love for the people that has occasioned such selfless performance by Governor EMMANUEL. The state is especially lucky to have been led by a financial expert who has come just at the right time when the nation is witnessing serious economic downturn. Governor UDOM EMMANUEL is working, and Akwa Ibom is working.
I'm from Akwa Ibom. In case you don't know, Akwa Ibom,
welcome to the new Akwa Ibom State. Today, through God's divine mandate, Akwa Ibom is blessed with Governor UDOM EMMANUEL, who is committed to the industrialization of Akwa Ibom State, passionate in human capacity development and empowerment, creative in the area of agriculture, reliable in superior infrastructure, and focused on the Akwa Ibom project. Be part of the winning team. Come, let's build Akwa Ibom together.
The progress of this state lies in the unity and love we show to one another.